Modern parenting isn't a cakewalk. Whether it is a toddler throwing a tantrum in the candy aisle or a teenager emotional outburst after a heated disagreement, there are moments when every parent feels the urge to react strongly. But escalation, yelling, or reacting emotionally rarely leads to a constructive outcome. In fact, it often makes things worse. In today's episode, we will talk about how parents can learn to pause, reflect, and respond thoughtfully rather than emotionally when tensions run high. Hi, welcome to Mother's Gurukul podcast. I'm Alpana Dev and I'm your host. I'm a certified parent and kids life coach, parenting and lifestyle content creator, and a mother of two lovely kids who are my greatest source of inspiration. My goal through Mother's Gurukul podcast is to share some tried and tested tips and tricks to make different aspects of your parenting journey smooth and beautiful. If you are or you know anyone who is looking for guidance in their parenting journey, I'm just a message away. If you are new here, not only we have this podcast, you can also join us on social media. Alpana_Dev on Twitter, Alpana Bapat on Instagram, and Mother's Gurukul on Facebook. You can visit our website at www.mothersgurukul.com and our YouTube channel at Alpana Bapat. So, thank you for taking your time to listen to this podcast. If you have been listening to this show for a while and you haven't done so yet, please take a moment to leave a review. Reviews make such a big difference, or at least rate the podcast. So, let's learn together, let's grow together at Mother's Gurukul podcast. Yelling doesn't help in parenting, at least not in the long run. While it might grab a child's attention in the moment, it often leads to fear instead of understanding, emotional distance, poor behavior, or even escalation. So, when such tough parenting moments arise, how to not lose our calm? First thing first, recognize your triggers. Now there are 5 phases how the progression happens. First is event or information. Second is the interpretation of that event or information. Now the interpretation creates thoughts which develop our feelings, and our feelings influence our behavior. Out of these 5 phases, thoughts is the only step which is in our hands. Before you can control your reaction, you have to know what sets you off. Is it defiance or disagreement or being ignored or something else? Once you know your triggers, you can develop strategies to manage them rather than letting them manage you. Now for this, keep a journal for a week. Note when you felt most frustrated, what triggered it, and how you responded. You will start to see some patterns there. Second, take a pause. We have already discussed about the importance of taking a pause on a Mother's Gurukul podcast. When you feel your temper rising, step back, literally and emotionally. Count to 10, take some deep breaths, or even leave the room for a moment if your child is safe. This pause, it will put a forced break to your thoughts and gives your brain time to shift from reacting to responding. It puts a temporary break to the overflowing thoughts. And while you are taking this pause, sit with yourself. Here I am using SIT as an acronym. S stands for slow down. I stands for internal sensing, meaning knowing your feelings. And T stands for talking to the feeling. Third, check the long-term impact. In the moment, it might feel satisfying to win the argument or assert control. But in parenting, it is not about winning. It is about teaching. Ask yourself, what do I want my child to learn from this situation? When you respond with calm authority, you model emotional regulation, which is one of the most valuable lessons you can teach. Fourth, use neutral language. Words, language, It plays a crucial role in parenting. When emotions are high, using loaded language can escalate the situation. Try to state facts and feelings without blame. If your child is not letting you finish a sentence, then instead of saying, "Stop interrupting" or "You are being rude," say, "If you do not let me finish my sentence, how would I be able to express my thoughts?" And make sure, keep a neutral tone. I know, it is not easy when you are frustrated, but tone matters as much as words, remember that. Aim for a firm tone, not a furious tone. If you want to learn more about how to use your words effectively, please tune in to the Transformational Vocabulary episode. I will leave its link in the show notes. Fifth, set boundaries, not ultimatums. Boundaries are not punishments. They are limits set with love, intended to guide your child towards responsibility, safety, and emotional maturity. We often interpret boundaries in a wrong way. Boundaries are the bridge that connects us with others. Ultimatums, on the other hand, are often shouted in frustration and hard to enforce. They are like a wall that shut us all. So boundaries are the bridge, not the wall. Instead of saying, "Just stop talking," say, "I need 10 minutes to cool down before we talk again. I want to speak to you respectfully." Sixth, connect. Even when you manage to stay calm, tough moments can leave emotional bruises for you and your child. After things settle, talk, reflect. Don't wait too long. Apologize if needed. Let your child know that love and respect remain even when emotions run high. And last but not the least, self-compassion. It is hard to be patient when you are running on empty, right? Sleep, support, and self-care are not luxuries, they are necessities. You can pour from an empty cup, and your emotional health directly affects your parenting. So, show some compassion towards yourself. Don't criticize yourself. Address your feelings with compassion. The urge to escalate comes from a natural place, which is frustration, fear, or a desire to control. But the power of parenting lies in knowing when to step back and lead with calm. You are your child's first and most important teacher. And one of the greatest lessons you can teach is to how to handle hard moments with grace and strength. That's all for today. Next week, I will see you with another topic. Till then, stay blessed, stay healthy. Happy parenting. Bye-bye.